Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Bloody hell. I'm here, but I've got to go and answer the door, so you might have to have another advert. Sorry about that. Oh no, it's all right. We're back again. We're back again. Da 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 da. Let's close that a bit so you can see my shopping bags. Just open that a little bit. My special stand that Rebecca got me. Right then, let's have a little look. See, HMS Belfast. Hello, Belfast. Lorna, hello, my lovely. Big kiss for you. Hello, Anthony. Jason 8, eBay seller. Hello, Jason. Nice to see you. Oh, we got our scrolly thing back. Well done, Chris. We could raffles, couldn't we? We could replace all that with the raffles. What else we got? So we've got Lorna. Oh, there's a link, look, for the raffles. Now, if you haven't got one and you don't know about it, although most of you should do by now, you can all have a go for free. No credit card, debit card, nothing like that. And you can sign in or use it as a guest, I think. Not too sure. You can buy as a guest. I think you can use the thing as a guest. So there you go. Go in there and have a go for free. And you might win something on Friday. We're going to do that every week. And starting next week, can't resist this. So starting next week, the prize on the free raffle is going to be none other than a change checker item. Probably start off with a Peter Rabbit just to wind it all up a bit. Hello, Nanny. Nice to see you. Hello, Andy. Angela. Nice to see you. And Danielle. Nice to see you. Thanks, Danielle. Danielle was the first one to jump onto the changechecker.com shares. No longer as a guest, must register. Got it. So you have to register, but you get your free goes. That's the only thing I've got to register. You get your free goes. Don't need a card for your free go. Hello, Nanny Sue says Trippy Doodle. So cool. So we've got everybody there. Excellent. Well done. Nice. So you all get a free go. You all get a free go, and that's open to everybody from now on. It's open to everybody once a week, every week. So come Friday, we'll do it in Friday's stream, and we'll do the draw. And then we'll do it in Friday's stream. We'll do the draw, and then Chris will set another one until the next Friday, and then everyone can have another free go. We're going to do that every week. So, if I wasn't so poorly and my health allowed it, I would be doing cartwheels at the moment, you know. So this is me excited. Right, this is me absolutely excited. I'm doing cartwheels inside. The site is still not letting me log in. Are you going over to TGBCH raffles? Or are you trying to go to the Great British Coin Hunt? So to go to the Great British Coin Hunt, it's just going to take you to eBay. But if you go to tgbchraffles.com, you should just type that in. to the top, no www, just tgbch.raffle.com. So Chris will have a little look, I'm sure, and tell us if it's not live or anything. Angela says she's having a little problem with it. Now we've got the postman. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Right, mate. Right then. So, if you scan one that's supposed to be picked up for tomorrow, shush, it won't come up with it. That's all right. You got 6. Okay, I think that one's for tomorrow. That one I'm sure is today. I had to estimate the weight and I put it about 5. Here. Sit. Go on and down.
One more here. You got any more?
Right. Before when you
Yeah, it sometimes happens. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Let me just give you one of these.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right then, sorry about all that. Casper, thank you. You're a great guard dog, but you know I'm lazy. Enough. Good boy. Good boy. So that was a load of posts going out, and even a parcel. If you're watching Mr. G, I think you are. A parcel or 2 that should have been picked up tomorrow has actually gone today. So everything but the last lot that you bought, the last 2 lots that you bought, hasn't gone for all the rest of it. Casper, 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 here, here, come here. Right, I know. Say hello. I picked it up. Casper, come on. I picked it up to show you Casper, and then I switched it off. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. All right, so there's the link, Angela, for the raffle. You probably already know that. It's probably been up there 10 minutes. So, got some really good news. I did a video yesterday because I was pleased as punch, and I was saying on that video that the single, not single biggest, but one of the biggest investors that I've got, quite a big one, 16.5 grand I own, Mr. G, was almost paid off. I paid him off 11k so far. So I've just done a deal with him and taken care of the entire rest of the balance that there was from the other day, which was 5 something, I think. So essentially what I'm saying is that person, £16,500, boom, paid off. And he's going to be happy as Larry. Paid off, done. And I just think that's a massive, massive milestone. That takes paying creditors off to over 40k now. 40 grand in 6 weeks. Who'd have thought? Not one of you thought that I'd pay 40 grand off in 6 weeks. I can say that because neither did I. 40 grand in 6 weeks. And from a number of coins point of view, I haven't even touched the surface yet. I've got so many coins to sheet up and stuff. So we're getting there. So I'm happy as Larry. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you. John Warren. We will get that sorted, John. John's just had a parcel smashed up. He got a notification to say that it's been damaged beyond repair. So we're waiting to find out what they say about that. Nice for you to join us, though, John and Mark. Make sure you've got your free entries into the draw. And then, so what else we've got to crow about? So the changechecker.com shares. I think we're now up to about 10 sold. Got another 2 from one of you I've got to sort out after the show or tomorrow. I'll take it to about 12. Now, here's the thing. How many, if you go by the mathematics, let's have a little bit of interaction here. Where is the raffle for the £60 to spend gone? I bought one the other day, but just went to get another and it's not there. Yeah, it is. It should be. It should still be there because we haven't pulled it yet, so it should still be there. Maybe, is there a page 2? Sometimes you don't notice. That annoys me, that does, when I look at things. I can't see what I want. It's not there. It's not there. And then I notice at the bottom there's this little number 2, and you click on that and it goes to the next page. Chippy Doodle Coins says, I think that's great, Ian. I must apologise. I didn't realise how much debt you were in. I think it's amazing how you've coped and are sorting things. Well, I did actually say quite, a few times. I mean, it totals, when the business goes under, because you have all the peripherals as well to go with it. So you've got absolutely everything that you owe. So when you start totting that up, you factor in the credit cards, you factor in any loans, anything that isn't paid for, any services, things like that. We used to pay monthly for Zen and the Shopify and the reward sites and all that sort of stuff. So altogether, I mean, the total bill's about $250,000. I go under for about $250,000, and this gives me a fighting chance of getting out of that. Go to top of page and click on shop to see all raffles. So at the top of the page, there should be a link to say shop, see all raffles. That's for Nanny. So, that's the other thing, Angela. You've got to register on the site, so you can't buy it as a guest. It's better to have people register on the site. That way, we can contact them because we've got details and people win. Otherwise, it's just going to get too problematic for me. Because, of course, not everybody gets their prizes immediately every week. I've got to wait for some of you to spend it. So I've got to keep on top of that. But I've got it here in front of me. Well, I'm very impressed and pleased for you. Thanks, Angela. So am I. I'm happier now. I can see light at the end of the tunnel, so I'm happier now. And when I'm on my feet, that 16.5 grand bill, when I'm on my feet and I've got money again one day, I won't have to pay that back. It's done, dusted, finished. So any money that comes in, I can actually use it to try and get us a bit more sorted. And now we've sold some changechecker.com shares. That will give me a bit of cash this week. I will receive the cash that I'm receiving on that. I'll receive on Friday or Saturday. So that will help out greatly, because when I'm doing a lot of these deals for the debt and all the rest of it, £40,000 worth, of course, that is an awful lot of postage. And so it's been a bit of a struggle, but we're now starting to take money as well as pay off the debt. At first, it was just paying off the debt. Now we're starting to take a little bit of money. Boy, did I need that. So, something really important to tell you, right? Mathematically, just for those couple of you that are watching, I never got a chance to do any sharing on Facebook. I've been blocked again, excuse me. I've been blocked again from sharing. So last week I managed to share it into about, with other people's help, managed to get about 50 shares on it. This week I think it hasn't had 10. But if anybody's about and you can share it on Facebook, share it into a couple of groups, that'd be great. Share it into some coin groups or whatever. So, I was talking to the solicitor this morning. Raffle closes in 10 minutes. So we're not the free one. The free one don't close till Friday. And there's another one that don't close till the end of the month. But the others close today. 2 of them close today. So get in there and support us on those. Get your tickets. One's for a Jane Austen, £2 coin. I remember that. One's for £60 to spend in a shop. So, how many? I was talking to solicitor this morning, and he badly wanted to talk to me because of the letters that I've been sending. I've sent 3 now. One to England solicitors, one to England, one to the Romney, and I've done 3 videos to match, which I can't make public because the content is too offensive. And he was really worried, you know, but from the point of view of more like, oh no, you said all this stuff. Now it's going to be really difficult. You're leaving yourself wide open. I mean, they can just put you in court type thing, you know. And I was explaining to him, yeah, that's exactly what I want, mate. So I'm not bothered. Am I bothered? Do I look bothered? Not bothered. So once you know, he knows he's worried for me, but he sort of answered a few questions because when I was talking to him about things, he didn't say you can't say that, as it were. You know, when I join the dots and stuff like that, can't say I'm wrong. You might not be able to prove I'm right, but can't say I'm wrong. Anyway, the point is there is a number that I discussed with the solicitor this morning. There is a number of sales on the shares that once you hit that number, in my opinion, it's a done deal. Once you hit that number of sales, it's a done deal. It's a virtual guarantee that he'll have no choice but to buy it. And the same for the Royal Mint. Do you know what that number is? That's the interactive bit. Have a little guess. What do you think the number of shares per domain is? Not altogether, per domain. So for, let's go changechecker.com if you want. So let's talk about changechecker.com. How many shares do you think I've got to sell before I can sit back and go, oh, nice. Now they're big. Now they've got no choice. Now they've got to buy it. How many shares do you think that is? Let's have a little bit of interaction. John Warren says it's 20. 20 shares. What does anybody else think? There's only me and you then, John. Lorna Jones, 10. Lorna Jones, 10. So I'll leave that on for a minute, just in case there's a few of you on delay or something like that. You want to have a little go. But you see, I worked it out, and I mentioned this to the solicitor. I worked it out. There is a specific number. And once you hit that number of sales, that's them beat then. Mark Dando, 15. That's them. Andy Walton, 50. How many shares have I got to sell before they're beat? Jason H, eBay sellers, 99. Yeah, well, then if you sell 99, you definitely got them beat. Definitely. Anthony says 83. Chippy Doodle says 35. Interesting. That's interesting. Interesting answers, that is. Chris says 25. Okay, so we've probably got all of you on there. So I'll give you the answer. Dave Cope says 288. All right, I'll hang on a minute just in case there's one or two more people. I like your number though. And considering there's only 100 for sale, Dave, we'd be struggling to sell 288. But that's good. I like it. I like your thinking. So the way it works out, it actually works out to, if you have to take, on the basis that it costs £50,000-ish, any solicitor, Jody says 78, on the basis that any solicitor will tell you, if you go to see them, you want to sue somebody and you want to go all the way to court, right? For whatever you want to sue them for, whether you want to sue them for defamation or whether you're suing them for something, right? Whatever you're suing them for, you're going to be, any solicitor will tell you, Brian says 100, you definitely win then. So any solicitor will tell you that you're looking at 50 grand minimum, 50 grand minimum to go all the way. So 50 grand if they have to sue one person, 100,000 if they have to sue two people, 200,000 if they have to sue four people, and 400,000 if they have to sue 8 people. So 10 people would be 500,000. 20 people would be 1 million. So essentially, the moment you've sold 21, it's game over. The moment you've sold 21, any solicitor worth his salt, mind you, they're not really worth their salt, the England solicitors, but any solicitor, I should say, would then be telling their client, unless you want to continue this for reasons of just making a point, they're going to say to Ian Glenn and 288 Group and their shareholders, it's going to cost you roughly, it's going to cost you over 1 million to sue them all, and that's a minimum, could cost more. So you might as well buy it for 1 million. So by my estimations, 21 sales on the money. RoyalMint.tv has got 22 sales safe. I don't care if I don't sell another one of those. The more I sell, the better. I do care, obviously, because I get 100 quid for each one and I need the money. But you know what I mean. I don't care in the sense that I don't think we can lose that fight now on Royal Mint TV, because we've got 22 of those sold. So that's going to cost them over £1 million to take us all to court. And RoyalMint.news is about 23, something like that. So, has it gone up now? So it's over 21. So we're cool on those two. ChangeTracker.com, I've sold about 11, I think. So I've got about another 10 to sell, and then they're beat. And as you can see, there's lots of work going to be done. Hello, Nationwide Coin, how you doing? No, my cut, I just got to blow my nose, excuse me. Always when I come on the screen, eh? So yeah, so we've only got another 10 of those to sell, and I've only had it up for 2 days, and we've sold 10 or 11. So I'm really happy with that. Oh yeah, and I've got another 2 with one of you afterwards. So we'll be up to about 13, 12 or 13. So less than 10 to sell, and we're out of the woods on that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that each one is sold over 21, and then I'll open up the next one. And then the others, we can carry on selling them as time goes on. It don't matter. The focus is making sure that when it goes up for sale, we've sold 21. If you see what I mean. So that's really exciting news, I think. It's been a really exciting week this week. And I think that's really exciting news. And we're still, mind you, I've got about a dozen letters there to open. But last time I opened all the letters, I'd heard nothing. So who knows? Jennifer, if you're watching, you're owed 50 quid. I've got you down here. Jody, I know you're watching. You're owed a tenner. Richard is owed on aviation. Did I post that? I've got to ask Richard if he's received it. And I might not have scratched it off. Nanny's owed 60. And Angela, I wrote her on the wrong list. Should have written, just bear with me, I've written Angela on the wrong list. And Mr. G paid in full in big capital letters. Oh yes, and we've hit the 10,000 subs. Chris, are you able to do the draw on the 10,000 subs? Because we did promise that we'd do that draw, and then all the stuff hit the fan. And then I said, when we get back up there again, I'll do the draw. So I know we went down to about 9,200, 9,300, something like that. It just kept dropping off. I just figured, well, you know, what does that tell you then, Ian? But it seems to have gone up a bit now. So, obviously, we've still got to do that draw. That's worth £1,000 spent to someone, that is, if I remember rightly. I mean, you lot tell me if I've remembered that right. Wasn't it £1,000 to spend? It was 10,000 points or something for 10,000 subscribers. Yes, but not today. No, we can do it for another day. Perhaps we'll do that for next Tuesday. What do you think? Because this Friday we're doing the other draw, the free draw. So why don't we do it next Tuesday? So if when we come on next Tuesday, then if we're still over 10,000, then we'll do it. 10,000 points, yeah. So that 10,000 points was £1,000. So what we'll do is we'll give the winner £1,000 to spend in the new eBay shop. That's what we'll do. And then that way we've still given that out, and I love it getting caught up with everything. It's great being able to get caught up is wonderful. Just found a couple of stamps of books of stamps. I mean, 12 first, 12 first, 12 first. I'm off that large. Cool. Why don't you set up a member section for your YouTube? I don't know how to do that. I didn't know that we could, and we sort of, that's what the Patreon was. You know, I mean, it would start confusing me if we have too many. I don't know what a member section does. Don't know enough about YouTube to know what it all does. I just got a message come in, which I will just have a quick check. Did you buy it through eBay? Like, you know, when I sent you over to eBay, when I send people over to eBay to do it like that, to do it through there, did you do it through there? Because if you did, then yes, because everything that's been done through eBay, apart from the sales this morning to Mr. G, which I've got to do, I probably won't bother to do them today. I'll do them tomorrow. So they'll get picked up the next day. But other than that, everything else that's been done on that's where I've sent you through eBay to go and offer this, and we'll take that off the bill and so on. All of that's been done. And I'm trying really hard not to make private arrangements with anybody to do it outside of that. because it gets too complicated and too confusing for me. So hopefully, Ian, check your WhatsApp. No. What I'm doing is, have I given you a balance? Let me have a look here. Right, that's it. Okay, so the person I'm talking to, who for the purposes of the chat can stay anonymous, right? And it just says, right, so I needed to check that. So what was I saying? I've forgotten what I was even saying now. Checked me WhatsApp, Lorna, got that, no. We're not going to do the £10, well, I don't know, I might do one. We're not going to do the £10 giveaways every show we do, only because we're now doing the free draw. So if you think about it, I was giving away £10 twice on a stream, that's £20. 2 days a week, that's £40. Now we're giving away £75 in the free ticket draw, if you see what I mean. So I'm not going to do the £10. What was I saying? Come on, Ian. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So to the person I was talking to, right. So you've got £1,000 that I owe you. So what you do is you go over to the eBay shop link that I gave you, save, go to the shop, and then save the link to the shop. Follow it, subscribe it, whatever. So then when I list new items, you get a notification that says they've listed new items. Now, when you see something you want, say it's priced at 50 quid, right? So you just offer £1. And put in a message. You've got to put in a message. I have declined a couple of offers because you do get the chancers come along, you see. Chancers will come along on eBay hoping that you've messed up on your offer settings, and they'll just come in and offer us silly money like £1. And I've had it happen before, and if you ain't got your settings right, you know, boom, it goes through, and then they create Marielle because they want the item for £1. So if there's no message and I don't recognise you, then I'm going to decline it. So you've got to put message in. So you might say, so you might put a message in and say, Ian, this is Mr. G. Take this off my bill. I know who it is then. See, simple. You don't have to put much of a message in, just so as I know who it is, right? And then I accept the offer of £1, and then you paid £1. Now, I say you paid £1 because then I'm only paying eBay commission on the £1 and I'm paying PayPal fees on the £1. But if the item's 50 quid, we take 50 quid off of what I owe you. If you want something for 200 quid, then you offer £1 and we take the 200 quid off of what I owe you, right? Now, supposing we've done that and you've got down to 950 quid, and now I only owe you 50 quid, and you want something for 100 quid, then on that one you would offer 50 quid because you take the 50 quid I owe you into consideration. You got me? So it's as simple as that. So all you've got to do is you've got to, I'm just explaining it again because this person thought that I wasn't asking them to do that. They thought I was just giving them the link to share. So I didn't make myself pretty clear. It's my fault. So what you got to do is you go to the eBay, you find something you want. If there's nothing you want, you wait until I've listed something that you do want. And then when you see something you want, you get in quick, you put an offer in of £1, include a message with the offer. There's a bit that allows you to put in a message. Put a message in with the offer, and then I'll see it, and I know then who it is. So if it's Lorna, she'll go, you know, she'll offer me £1 for something, and then she'll go, Ian, it's Lorna. That's it. It's all. It's Ian, it's Lorna Jones is all she's got to say, and then I know who it is. See, because I don't necessarily know by the username. See, like Nationwide Coin Hunt. If his eBay username is Nationwide Coin Hunt, for example, I don't know who it is. So if I'm doing it with Nationwide Coin Hunt, he would need to put a message in to go, hello Ian, it's George here. You know, it's George Lambert here. It's Ian Lambert here. Then I know, that's the name behind the Nationwide Coin Hunt. Right? So you've got to do it like that. And I know it sounds a bit of a ball ache, but it is working. It really, really, really is working, because absolutely nobody has been disappointed with their parcels. Great stuff. Got your text. Great stuff. Absolutely nobody's been disappointed with the parcels. And the reason they're not disappointed is because you're picking it yourself. You know, and some people are rushing, some people ain't. Time for a draw. So we've got a £60 to spend in the shop. £60 to spend in the shop we've got. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Can't wait to get mine, says Angela. Lots of parcels going out. Lots of parcels going out. But it does take, when I say the parcel goes out, because I'm doing it by Hermes, it takes like, you know, I'll order it yesterday, they'll pick it up today, and it might take 3 days. So altogether, that's 5 days, isn't it? Oh, it's exciting. And I'm still buying 50p's. I'm still desperately needing 50p's and £2. So anybody wanting to sell them to me and spend it in the shop, it's like getting something in the shop half price. And you can pay me in any 50p's and £2 commemorates. And with the £2, I'll even take Britannia's any day. Gary Hoskin, who I know is watching in the background. Well done, Gary. You might even be able to get yourself another share with that. Hello, Marco. Nice to see you, mate. I decided I'm going to take the rest of the day off today. Do you know that? I'm going to take the rest of the day off. I think I've done bloody well this week, and it's only Tuesday. So I'm going to take the rest of the day off. I'm going to put my feet up in the garden and have a little drink of booze, little cups of tea. Oh, what we got now? There's a lot on this one. Chris Dyer. What'd you win? That was a £60. No, the £60 raffle was first. So where's Chris? There's Chris up there. What was that for? Oh, was that the Jane Austen? I've got a bit of a parcel. Get you sorted out as well. Was that the Jane Austen? I should have paid attention. Yeah. Chris Dyer. Jane Austen. Thank you, Chris. He supports every single raffle. Whether he wants the prize or not, he still supports the raffle. Thank you very much, Chris. So that's it. That's the 2 draws for today, is it? 2 draws done. Now remember, you heard it first on tgbch.tv or ians.tv, wherever you like. What a Great British Coin Hunt. You heard it first here. Something's not right with Tom Hanks. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. But there is some stuff coming out now that is not complimentary to Tom Hanks. So keep a little look on that. Keep a little look on that. Search DuckDuckGo, because a lot of information gets suppressed on Google. And just search Tom Hanks arrest and you'll sort of see both sides of the conspiracies, as it were. But yeah, Tom Hanks and a few other people. And the thing is, you see, with Tom Hanks, I can actually see it because now there's various dots joining up. Remember, I was talking about his photograph of a little child's glove, I think it was, with ARC USA on it. Remember that one? Don't search that, whatever you do. Apparently, I saw somebody else do the searching. I ain't searched it on my computer, and there's no way I'm going to. But apparently, you search ARC USA on Google, it comes up with nothing. You search it on DuckDuckGo, it comes up with nothing. You search it on the Russians, Yandex, and it comes up. You just search ARC USA, and it comes up with just loads and loads of child porn on the pictures and stuff. So it's really interesting stuff going on there. So it'd be a shame, but remember, when you start talking about it, if anything happens, if anything does come of it, people say, how did you know? You say, I heard it on Ian's TV. Fine. So I'd like you all to do me a bit of a favour, if you wouldn't mind. Tinsy wincy favour, but actually it's tinsy wincy for you, but it's massive for me. Can you, every now and again, just go to changechecker.com. Type into your address bar www.changechecker.com, or just type into the space bar of the URL bit above, changechecker.com. You don't need to type in www. Just type in changechecker.com and go there every now and again. Just go there. So maybe if you want to go to the eBay page, maybe go over to changechecker.com and then click on the link to go to our eBay page. That's like cool sort of thing. The more clicks and the more people search for changechecker.com and then go to it, changechecker.com itself as a domain will go up in the old thingies. And wouldn't it be something if you could search the words change checker on Google and we came up at number 1? That would really get under his skin. The new raffle's live. And I had 2 winners. I've written them both down. Cool. So yes, the new raffle is live. The next one, there'll be 2 more raffles on Friday, and then the free one on Friday. And I think there's about 30 or 40 people in there. It'd be great to get all 500, because he set a limit of 500 on it. So it'd be great to do 500 people in the free raffle. That would be brilliant. And I'll have to think about a bigger prize to get more people interested. But we've had about 30 odd people come over, 40 people come over to the site this week. If you see that Facebook advert about the raffle, the free ticket raffle, if you see that Facebook post, if you could share it, that would also be wonderful. Hello, Casper. He's going to go back upstairs and look out the window now. So yeah, so I'm still looking for 50p's and £2. So, you know, if you think about it this way, so you see something you want it for, and it's £200, and you want it. All you've got to do is give me 250p's. That will cost you £100. So you're getting it for half price. It's gone now, Lorna. Gone upstairs to watch the traffic. 44 entries in the free raffle. That's pretty good going, that is, I think. That is because each one of those is just 1 per person, remember? So that's 44 people. That's brilliant. Do you remember we was talking when we first started doing the raffles, and we was looking at just getting, like, you know, the odd 10 here and there? We're getting up a little bit. Positive thinking. I knew we could get there. So that will just hopefully increase every week. Although my sharing is going to not be much for the next 2 weeks because I've been blocked again. They keep blocking me, the buggers. Now, was we going to do anything else today? Was I supposed to talk about anything else today? Was we going to do anything else today? Done the drawers. We found out that the old done the drawers. What was I going to say? No, it went out of my head. Look at that, as fast as that. It was halfway out and then it went. That's what happens when you get old. So good news on everything at the moment. You know, I just can't say it enough. I'm really pleased with the way that it's been at the minute. John is getting there slowly. I know he's watching the stream. Love you, mate. Hope you're all right. I know he's picking up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we couldn't maybe have him join us on the stream on Tuesday. That's what I'm looking forward to. So watch this space. Hopefully John will be here. Not Tuesday, Friday. Hopefully John will be here Friday. If not, maybe Tuesday. But that would be cool. I miss not seeing him. I get to talk to him a bit, but I miss not seeing him. I miss not having him here. You know, I miss not having everybody here. I miss Logan, miss Kelly. It's certainly a different kind of normal coming out of this lockdown. That's what everybody keeps saying, isn't it? Get ready for the new normal. How many of you going down the rabbit hole? How many of you are still going down the rabbit hole? We can't seem to stop going down the rabbit hole. Fran's on it every spare moment she gets. When you are totally rock and rolling again, will you continue to stay in the coin business as before you didn't want to? Oh yes, no, you're right. I didn't. What I didn't want to do was, what I was quite adamant over was, I don't want to go back to the packaged coin market because it was lethal. It's cutthroat. It's nasty, and I didn't like it. I sucked it. Didn't like the taste. But I want to stay. I want to stay now doing what I'm doing because now I've found a way to do it. And when you're referring to, Angela, quite rightly, that wasn't an option on the table then for me. When I was talking about that, I wasn't really talking about doing the sheets of coins, didn't I? So now I'm doing that, and now I'm managing to be able to handle everything because I'm not selling individual coins. I will not go back to that. Absolutely not go back to that. I will just do sheets of coins, and I've now even started to mix in the odd bunce or package coin in with it. Oh yeah, Chris sells single coins. You know, you should start putting up your link to your shop, Chris, for the single coins. I mean, I just forget, which is really rude of me, really, because you know you do so much work and stuff, and I just completely forget. But you know, just take it as read that you can put your link up anytime you like. You know, I could be chirping away, and you can just go, by the way, here's a link to my shop. That's fine. You know, if you start putting it up regular, Chris, then people can go over, they can follow and subscribe to your shop. You know, and then when you list something new, they might be interested. Because anybody that wants single coins, you've got to go to people like Chris, or you've got to go to people like Dragonlord, or any of the other people that are selling them individually. But I won't. I'm not. One of the things, an idea I had for somebody who wanted to make some money was, but you know, they didn't have any money and didn't have much time. And I said, where you want to be looking, when I looked at what they was doing, I said, a good idea for you is to just pick a price point, and then you don't sell anything for less than that. You don't get out of bed for less than that. So if your price point is 25 quid, then no matter what, you don't list anything for sale for less than 25 quid. And that's the kind of approach I'm taking at the moment. Oh, I missed a message from Scott. Hello, Scott. So that's the sort of approach I've taken, which is that it's got to be 25, 50 quid. I don't really want to list anything for sale less than 50 quid, if I'm honest. And then, now I can be bothered then to get up and, get off my bum and go and find it and wrap it and pack it. And it means I'm not doing 100 wrapping and packings a day. And it means that yesterday, Monday, the day I always hate, don't we all, right? But I always hate a Monday because it's the day where I've got the weekend sales and I've got messages and all that sort of stuff. So it's like a right ball ache. Yesterday, like last Monday, I was done and dusted in no time. I managed to keep up to date with all the messages and I did all the postings and I still had a bit of time off, like I'm going to have today. So that's my plan, is I'm going to stick to what I'm doing. I'm not going to deviate from that. So when I start going down the road of bunces, I might even start doing sheets of 30 of them, or even, probably not sheets of them, but mix them in. So like at the moment, I've done some where I've left one empty pocket. So we'll have a sheet of coins, and just imagine that's all £2 coins, and there'll be one empty pocket. And then, so with that sheet of 29 coins and an empty pocket, I might put a £2 bunch or package, like a Royal RAF or something. So now you've got the option of taking it out of the packet and putting it in the pocket, or put another coin in the pocket and leave it in the packet. And that makes some of the sheets a little bit different. If Steve doesn't have a coin, I will check yours, Chris. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, check each other's. But get your link up there, Chris. I don't know why your link ain't up there. Please, can I ask you, in the sheets of coins you're doing up now, are the coins the same years as the ones you sold on your previous site? Well, yes, it would be everything I've had listed, like the ones with Isle of Man on it. I don't know if you remember, but I said last week I listed 68 and it had pennies, 2p's, 5p's, 10p's. Somebody bought all 68 of them this morning, all gone. That was a deal that I did. So yeah, so they are the coins that I've had and the coins that I had listed. By thousands and thousands of coins listed. But what they're not is that whatever's on a sheet is all different. So if I've got a sheet of dated coins, then every single coin is a different date. And if it's mixed and it's like 1p and 2p and 5p and 10p, then all the pennies will be a different date, all the twos will be a different date. Everything's a different date. Proper, try and put it together as a little mini collection type thing. For you to then add to, really. For you to add to. So I want about 9 more sales on the old changechecker.com to make me go like that. And I will be happy. We've got 10 or 11. No, 11 or 12, I think I said earlier on, didn't I? You should sell those sheets without coins in, as I can't find any that's not from China with a virus on. That's it. That's where they all come from. That's where mine come from. They all come from China. It's going to take some time before we get manufacturing back. We might start getting people making this stuff in this country. Sorry, girdle. It fell down. Put it up. Seal. Oh. Having a girdle gets me to empathise with you ladies, because you know that bit, right, when you go to bed at night and you get that bit where you go to get changed and you start getting everything off, and then you unclip the brassiere and you take that bra off, and as you take that bra off you go, oh, you go like that, oh. Oh, and then you start, oh, and all of that business. I do exactly the same thing when I take off my girdle. So I have empathy for women now. Know exactly what it's like for you when you go to bed. So I probably won't get into selling them in just the sheets. I mean, I just bought way over 1,000 sheets. I bought something like 1,300 sheets, and I've nearly used them all up. And I have posted out hundreds and hundreds. Hello, Lee. Nice to see you, mate. Yeah, I do. I feel good. If you're not in it, Lee, there's a free raffle that we've got on every week now. So there's a link above you in the chat, and you click on that, and there's one there where it says it's free, one per person, and it's drawn every Friday, and you get one go every week. So make sure you keep coming back to that. I'm doing great. So that's yeah. So that's where we are on that. I think I've got you up to date with everything. I don't think there's anything I've missed off. If there is, hit me, baby, one more time. And we've got, I'm just going to give a shout out, right? So the people that I'm going to mention, these people have still got money to spend, right? Ian Menham, Chris Dyer, Popcoin, Ian Buzzy, John Warren, Jody, Jennifer Young, Richard Brabin, not sure, we have to talk. Nanny Sue, Gary Oskin. All you people have got something to cash in or other. So you've either got to contact me if you don't know how to do it, or if you do know how to do it, get on and spend it. There's the link for the raffle site. UK. Oh, that's your one, is it, Chris? Okay, cool. So ukcoinseller.co.uk and enter the code TGBCH for a 10% discount on individual coins. So if you've got any coins, you want to buy some coins on an individual basis, you will not get them off me anymore. I'm finished with all of that. So we have to pass it on to people like Chris and Nationwide Coin Hunt, if he's still doing it, and Dragon Lord, and Angela, she's starting up doing some coins as well, and anyone else, you know, any of you that would like your website or your eBay shop advertised. For those of you that have stuck with me and been there for me and helped and stuff, I will gladly stick it in the newsletter. All you got to do is ask me. Thanks very much for that. Somebody just texted me to say that they hit the site. So anybody that can, just every now and again, go over to changechecker.com. The more people that type that into Google and go over there, the more it will go up. Do you know, when we opened the Great British Coin Hunt.com and .co.uk, if you searched 7 years ago, if you searched, yeah, no problem, Mark, I'll be more than happy to do it for you. If you searched the words, the Great British Coin Hunt, all you came up with was Westminster Collection, Royal Mint, Change Checker, all their stuff. It's all you came up with all the time. Well, of course you would, because I only just bought the domain name, so it ain't going to be nowhere. It's going to be like 1 million pages down. Over a period of a couple of years, I never paid for one single bit of advertising. I got the hump with that years ago with Google and Facebook, giving them money for advertising. That's why I do my deals and pay people. I'd rather give the money to people, let people do the work for the money, and then give it to Google or Facebook. And then recently, before we lost it all, you searched the Great British Coin Hunt on Google, and we came at the top, right at the top. We're in the first couple of three anyway, at the top of the page. And I was really chuffed with that. I've still got some money to spend, but there's nothing I want on your eBay. I'm waiting for some new stuff to go on. Well, you see, Andy, there has been some new stuff go on, but it has sold like lightning. I'll show you. What have we got here? I've just done a load of these where you get 50p's, pounds, and £2. And most of them come with an error rotation. Some of them 15 degree, 20 degree, 25 degree, 30 degree. And then each one come with a bunch and every time there's an empty square like that, you see, because there's an empty square there. Every time there's an empty square, I put a £2 bunch all packaged in, and they were £200 each. They're £200 each, and I've just done 13, 24. Just done about 30 of those ish in the last 2 days. So you've got to make sure that you, I don't know what it is you have to do on eBay, because I don't follow any shops, my personal self, if you see what I mean. But you either hit the subscribe button or the follow button or both. And maybe there's even, you can tell it to notify you with a bell, I don't know. But you need to be notified when I list new items, and then you can like get straight in there. I think we just had an offer for something. Let's just have a little quick look. What have we got? Oh, there we are. Yeah, we can do that. That's another £50 last one as well. Yep, we can do that. That's it. Now text me your, well, you might want something else, but otherwise text me your balance. Right, we knock it off the bill, and then you text me the balance, you see. And then that way we keep it going by the text. I find it easier by the text because, you know, you can refer to it. And so there we go. That's another 50 quid off the debt. Oh, I'm doing well this week, aren't I? I've done 10 grand this week. No, more than 10 grand this week, and it's only Tuesday. Oh, took off my lip, that did. Good for me, mate. So there we are. So that's another one sold for that person there. It's working. That's why I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what Harry told me a long time ago. And so that's what we'll do. And I'll do the postings tomorrow. So I'm going to take a little bit of time off. I am. A little bit of well-deserved time off. So I need to go see you Friday. See you later, Lorna. You take care. So there we are. And and now the sharing. This is working as well, and it's a much better way to do it. So, because for those of you that sort of want to get involved with that, you haven't got to be stuck to one particular post. You can do 3, 4, 5, 6 different posts. What you got to do is you've got to put the post that I want sharing. You've got to put it on. You've got to put it on your profile. So you've got to share it to your Facebook profile first, right? And then once you've shared it to your profile, then you've got a post on your profile. And if you look at the likes and shares, it's 0. From your profile, then you share it to different groups. Share it from that one post to different groups. Right? Do that, get 200 shares on it, you get £100 to spend. Like that. Ask Kian, he's done it, he's had a couple. So that's all you've got to do. And to get involved with that, all you got to do is just text me. Now, at the moment, the one I'm asking people to share, is the one that's going to get us the biggest attention, right? And the one people are going to thank you for sharing, which is the post that tells you it's a free raffle entry, one per person. That is bringing us in a fair bit of business, you know, people. So that's the one I'm sharing at the moment. So you put 200 shares on that to different groups, you know, 10 to 15 groups a day, like 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening, that type of thing. Right, 15 a day, you'll have it done in a couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks, you could have £100 spent. Don't do any more than that, because you end up like me, getting your Facebook account blocked. But you're safe up to about 15 a day. And also join different groups. You know, the groups to join are groups that say, just search, right, free advertising. Just search that, free advertising. Search post daily. And you'll see all groups that come up and they go, yeah, we want you to post daily. We want you to post your adverts. We want you to do it. We don't consider it spam. Put your adverts in. Free competitions. There's another one for this one. Free competitions, free stuff. Lots of stuff, lots of groups for all these kinds of things. Crowdfunding, business, advertising, coins, stamps. See what I mean? So you search these groups, find groups, join the groups that have got the biggest amount of people in them. You don't want to join groups that's only got 50 people in. Join the groups that's got 50,000 people in. Right, put it on your profile, share it from your profile to the groups. Get 200 shares on it. Give me a shout. I look. Yep, you've got 200 shares on it. Here's £100 spent. That simple. All right, anybody want me for anything else? I'm taking it over time now. Don't want to keep Chris too long. He's going to have things to do. So, thank you very much to everybody. Thank you, Mr. G. I am so happy to have me and you square. It is such a relief. Huge weight off my shoulders, that is. Huge weight. If I can settle a 16.5 grand customer, I can settle anybody. That's the way I'm looking at it. It's like, if I can do that, then no matter who comes at me, I can do them. All right, so goodbye, everyone. Stay safe. You're welcome, Mark. And just remember, everybody, when you do put an offer in, you have to pay the pound. Pay the pound. It just saves confusing things. Pay the pound. It's only £1. It don't even cover the postage, I promise you. So, those of you that are thinking about things, get in there. There are some Isle of Man coin sheets left, for those of you. There are Isle of Man coin sheets left. There ain't that many, but there are a few different ones. Have a look, get in there quick. But that one with the 1 piece, 2 piece, 5 piece, 10 piece, all gone now. And I won't be repeating that, all gone. All right then. Thanks a lot. And lots of love out of my bucket to each and every one of you. Whether you like me or not. Bit of love everywhere. Spread the love. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.